Previously on Gears.
The Monza this coming weekend, the Autodromo. Monza, the circuit is within a not a heritage site, a forestry site, and it's a 22-kilometer circumference wall, and inside is where the Monza circuit is situated. The thing about Monza, where it differs so much from all of the other circuits, is that it is a massively low downforce circuit. And what that means is you want to have as little drag as possible. So you want as little interference with the car as possible, because it is extremely fast circuit. It's over 6 kilometers long, and they sometimes do times in the 1 minute 12, 1 minute 14 seconds. That is how fast it is. It is arguably one of the greatest racetracks in Formula One racing, as it is. And it is also extremely dangerous because of the high speeds. Most circuits in Formula One are probably at a top speed around about 320, 330 kilometers an hour. At Monza, going down the straight, they've hit speeds of over 360 kilometers an hour. Juan Pablo Montoya broke the actual lap record, the fastest ever average speed around a circuit, and that was at an average speed of 263 kilometers an hour over 6 kilometers. It's a very scary racetrack. It has magnificent corners like the Parabolica, the Ritafiglio, the Villa, the Variante della Roggia, the Curva Grande, as well as the two Lesmos, which lead up to the Ascari chicane, which is one of the most magnificent corners in Formula One. So, for all of the teams, they have to focus primarily on high speed around the Monza circuit, but with also the ability for the car to change direction and also not to chew up the tires. This has been a massive problem for Formula One during this season, which has really added to the spectacle and the excitement that we have as viewers and fans of Formula One. This weekend, you've got to believe, after the performance of Jenson Button and the McLaren team in Belgium, which is also a very fast circuit, you've got to believe that it's going to take a mighty effort from all of the other teams to even get close or to even beat the likes of McLaren. I do believe Ferrari will be good in race pace, but I don't think over one lap qualifying they're going to be anywhere close to those kinds of speeds of the McLaren. Williams should be an outside bet, especially for qualifying, in the hands of Pastor Maldonado. That car is very quick, and I think Maldonado could well be up there in qualifying. However, he has been issued another penalty, and it's a 10-place grid penalty this time at Monza. So if he gets pole, he's going to start down in 11th place. Romain Grosjean, we know, has been banned for one race. Lotus have not announced a driver replacement as yet, but the smart money says that it should go to the likes of Jerome D'Ambrosio, who commentates on GP2 as well. So it's going to be a hell of a baptism of fire. Although, as Gary Formato mentioned yesterday, not the most difficult circuit to learn, but it is a difficult circuit to go fast at consistently around the circuit. Other notable things we got to watch out: the championship lead has, of course, dropped from 40 points now down to 24 points. That is the lead that Fernando Alonso has over the likes of Sebastian Vettel. Vettel loves Monza. He won his first ever race here for Toro Rosso. I was fortunate enough to be at that race in the rain back in 2008. It was a magnificent display. Vettel is desperate to get his third in a row Formula One driver's title. Alonso is looking for his third Formula One driver's title, but his last one was back in 2006. So it's all to play for this coming weekend. It's going to be a very fast race. I haven't got a weather update as yet. It does rain sometimes at Monza, but most of the time it is a dry race. If we get a little bit of rain, it maybe add a little bit more smoke to the fire. But in dry conditions, this race could be over within 1 hour and 15 minutes. That's how fast they go around the Monza circuit. The tyre situation, will give you more updates on that when it comes to Thursday and Friday of this week. But the uniqueness about Monza is that it's massively fast, very low downforce. And it's a great balance for the engineers to find that compatibility between having massive high speed, but then also having the ability to go around the corners as well. It is one of the races you definitely do not want to miss in your Formula One season. More on them, more on Monza, of course, on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday.
At the next intersection, turn on gears with Sasha Martinengo. Weekdays from 12 to 2 p.m. Central African Time.